Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Jihan Fauziyyah. Today I want to presentation about innovation in ELT. So, I want to explain what I've got after read the journal that I choose. Innovation in ELT. Although innovation in ELT has grown apace in recent years, much of it has been unsuccessful. See, for example, Caravas-Doukas 1998, Carles 1999, Noonan 2003, arguably because of a failure to take into account lessons from innovation theory, Wedell 2009. The following are examples of failures that can be taken as a form of learning and innovation. First, in-depth appraisal of the innovation context is vital. There are 5 writers who has in-depth appraisal of the innovation context. First, Kennedy, 1988, 332. Shows how the potential for innovation at the classroom level is circumscribed by several additional overarching subsystems, especially the superordinate, sociocultural one. 2. Heinrich Sand, 1989. The hybrid model provides a thorough system for identifying contextual factors likely to facilitate or hinder the change process. 3. Holiday, 1994. Demonstrates the importance of detailed ethnomethodologic or understanding of the innovation situation. 4. Ware and Roberts, 1994, illustrates the value of the baseline study as a means of attempting to ensure that proper appreciation of contextual variables is built into the innovation process. And the last, Wedell, 2003, 453, provides a comprehensive algorithm for linking an analysis of the innovation context to the development of an appropriate innovation implementation strategy. Second, certain innovation characteristics are likely to make adoption more successful. There are 2 writers, Kennedy and Heinrich Sand. 1. Kennedy discusses the main criteria identified in Kelly, 1980, as preconditions for teacher adoption of innovations. 1. Feasibility, will it work? 2. Relevance, is it needed? And acceptability, compatibility with existing educational philosophy. And the last writer, Heinrich Sand, Opere Citato, Marquis, 1997, Chapter 2. Draw attention to and extend to characteristic in Rogers, 1983, associated with successful and less successful innovations. Briefly, the greater the degree of relative advantage, compatibility, trialability, and feasibility, and the lower the complexity, the greater the chance of the innovation being adopted. Third, how an innovation is implemented will affect its potential for success. There are 4 writers, Fulan and Steigelbauer, Kennedy, Caravas-Doukas, and Marquis. 1. Fulan and Steigelbauer, 1991, 29. Significant, second order, change involves alteration in terms of materials, teaching methods, and underlying. 2. Kennedy, 1987, 164. The innovation implementation approach therefore needs to be based as much as possible on a normative re-educative strategy, a collaborative, problem-solving approach, with all those affected by the change involved in some way, and making their own decisions about the degree and manner of change they wish to achieve. 3. Caravas-Doukas, 1998, 36, original emphasis. Such an approach implies that teacher development must take place in the workshop context and in the workplace. And the last writers, Marquis, Opera Citato 172-4. The provision of adequate secondary innovations resources, such as teacher development programs, which enable primary innovations to be successfully implemented. And the last, innovation should be sufficiently systemic. There are four writers: Bowers, Bray and Luxon, Waters and Fauziyyah, and the last Wedell. 1. Bowers, 1983, 101. The spider's web diagram indicates the importance of taking into account how changing one part of an educational system may affect other parts. 2. Bray and Luxon, 1999, discuss their experience of involving insiders in innovation project baseline studies, so that expertise and ownership is established as widely as possible from the outset. 3. Waters and Fauziyyah, 2001, describe a framework for taking innovation implementation needs into account at two main levels: foundation building and potential realizing, and in terms of four main areas: fees, curriculum development, and teacher, trainer, and ELT manager learning. And the last writer, Wedell, 2009, 48-53, provides a detailed and comprehensive sequence of steps for attempting to combine both centralized and localized forms of change management in the context of large-scale educational reform. Space precludes mention of several other parts of this literature. However, given the investment that innovation usually represents, it seems important to pay greater attention to what innovation theory suggests about ways of making the practice of ELT innovation more successful than hitherto. Okay, I think my explanation is enough. I'm so sorry if I have mistake. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.